Your engine just lost 1,000 miles of its life, and you didn't hear it, see it, or feel it. It happened less than a minute ago, right after you finished your oil change. Close the hood and turn the key. The unsettling truth is that 99% of drivers make the exact same mistake every time they change their oil, unknowingly accelerating engine wear. This isn't about cheap oil, skipped maintenance, or aggressive driving. It's a single overlooked step that quietly destroys engines over time. Engines with light highway use can wear out like they've been abused on a racetrack. Vehicles with perfect service records fail at 110,000 miles when they should reach 300,000, and owners face thousands in replacement costs, all because of less than 60 seconds of damage repeated every 5,000 miles. In this video, we reveal the most common post-oil change mistake, why it's so destructive, and the exact routine followed by the small percentage of drivers whose engines last 400,000 miles or more, showing you how to dramatically extend your engine's lifespan. The 99% mistake. Let me describe what 99% of drivers do after an oil change. See if this sounds familiar. You drain the old oil, you replace the filter, you pour in fresh oil, you check the dipstick once, looks good. You close the hood, you immediately start the engine. You let it run for maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Then you drive away. Maybe you're careful. Maybe you take it easy for the first mile or two. Maybe you even let it idle for 30 seconds first. Doesn't matter. You still made the critical mistake that's killing your engine. That mistake? Starting the engine without priming the oil system first. 99% of drivers do this. Every oil change. Every time, without exception. And every single time they do it, they cause catastrophic internal damage that accumulates, compounds, and eventually destroys the engine decades earlier than necessary. Professional mechanics know this. Fleet managers know this. Race teams know this. The 1% of drivers whose engines reach 400,000 miles know this. But nobody tells regular drivers because the damage is invisible. The failure happens years later, and everyone just assumes engines wear out eventually. They don't wear out. They get killed, slowly, one oil change at a time. What actually happens in those first 60 seconds? Let me walk you through exactly what happens inside your engine when you make the 99% mistake. Starting without priming, the setup. You've just drained all the old oil. Every passage, every gallery, every channel in your engine is now completely empty. Your crankshaft bearings are dry. Your camshaft journals are dry. Your timing chain tensioners are dry. Your hydraulic lifters are dry. Your turbocharger shaft, if you have one, is completely dry. All these precision components are sitting there, bare metal exposed, with zero protection, waiting for oil that isn't there yet. You pour in fresh oil. It pools in the pan at the bottom of the engine. Meanwhile, up in the cylinder head, your camshafts are still bone dry. Your timing chain guides are still empty. Your variable valve timing solenoids are still waiting. The damage moment, you turn the key. The starter engages. The engine fires up. Here's what happens in those first critical seconds. The engine starts combustion. The crankshaft begins spinning at 800 RPM. The camshafts start turning. The timing chain starts moving. All of these components are grinding against each other with absolutely zero lubrication. The oil pump hasn't even begun moving oil yet. The oil pump finally starts pulling oil from the pan, but that oil has to travel through the pump into the empty oil filter, if you didn't pre-fill it, through the main oil gallery in the block, and then branch out to dozens of different passages. Oil slowly begins reaching some components. The closest bearings get oil first, but components further away, valve lifters, camshaft journals, timing chain tensioners, are still running completely dry. Oil pressure finally builds to normal levels. The gauge on your dashboard shows everything is normal. But for those first 6 to 10 seconds, your engine ran with catastrophically inadequate lubrication. During those 10 seconds at 800 RPM, your crankshaft completed approximately 133 full rotations. Your camshafts completed about 66 rotations. Every single one of those rotations happened with metal grinding directly on metal. The damage is microscopic. You can't see it. You can't measure it with normal tools. But it's real, it's cumulative, and it's permanent. The math that proves it's killing your engine. Let's do some simple math that reveals the horrifying truth. If you change your oil every 5,000 miles and drive 150,000 miles, you'll perform 30 oil changes over the vehicle's life. If each oil change subjects your engine to 10 seconds of dry running at 800 RPM, that's in a 300 total seconds of dry running, 5 full minutes, approximately 4,000 crankshaft rotations with zero lubrication, about 2,000 camshaft rotations with metal-on-metal contact. Now here's the devastating part. Those 5 minutes of dry running cause more internal wear than 50,000 miles of normal lubricated driving. Think about that. By doing what 99% of drivers do, immediate starts without priming, you're artificially aging your engine by an extra 50,000 miles of wear over its lifetime. Except that wear is concentrated on the most critical surfaces at the worst possible moments. This is why mechanics can tear down two identical engines with identical mileage and identical maintenance records and find dramatically different wear patterns. One engine looks like it has 80,000 easy miles. The other looks like it has 180,000 brutal miles. Same mileage, same maintenance, different oil change procedures. The 99% engine dies at 120,000 miles with worn bearings and scored camshafts. The 1% engine is still running perfectly at 350,000 miles. The only difference? Those 10 seconds after each oil change. Why nobody knows about this? Here's why 99% of drivers continue making this mistake. The damage is invisible and the failure is delayed. When you start your engine without priming, nothing bad happens immediately. The engine doesn't make noise. No warning lights appear. Everything seems completely normal. You drive away feeling good about maintaining your vehicle properly. The microscopic bearing wear doesn't show symptoms for 60,000 or 80,000 miles. The camshaft scoring doesn't cause noise until 100,000 miles. The timing chain stretch doesn't create problems until 130,000 miles. By the time failure occurs, it's been years since the damage started. The connection between oil change procedure and engine failure is impossible for regular drivers to see. They just think their engine wore out or they got unlucky with a bad engine. Meanwhile, mechanics who perform hundreds of oil changes and see hundreds of engine failures know exactly what's happening. They can predict which engines will fail early just by asking, "How do you start your engine after an oil change?" 99% of customers look confused and say, "What do you mean? I just start it normally." That's when the mechanic knows. That engine has maybe 100,000 to 150,000 miles left. Maximum. The 1% who say, "I prime the system first," or "I crank it without starting it to build oil pressure," those are the engines that will see 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 miles. The compounding catastrophe. The damage from dry starts doesn't stay constant. It gets exponentially worse with each oil change. Here's why. The first oil change causes microscopic surface roughening on bearing surfaces. Nothing serious. Just tiny imperfections in the mirror-smooth surface finish that bearings need to function properly. The second oil change builds on that damage. Now those slightly roughened surfaces wear faster during the dry start. More material is removed. The roughness increases. The third oil change compounds it further. The fourth makes it worse. By the 10th oil change, those bearing surfaces are noticeably degraded under magnification. By the 20th, they're showing visible scoring. By the 30th, they're approaching catastrophic failure. This is the compounding effect that the 99% never understand. They think each oil change is an independent event. It's not. Each one builds on the damage from the previous one, accelerating the destruction exponentially. Meanwhile, the 1% who prime their systems properly never start this destructive cycle. Their bearings remain mirror smooth. Their wear patterns stay normal. Their engines accumulate mileage without accumulating damage. Installing a dry filter. 99% of drivers install the oil filter straight from the box, completely empty and dry. This means the oil pump has to fill the entire filter before oil reaches the engine. That's an extra 2 to 4 seconds of dry running. The 1% pre-fill every filter with fresh oil before installation. This eliminates the delay entirely. Mistake number 3, skipping the double gasket check. 99% of drivers never check if the old filter gasket stuck to the engine block. They install the new filter right on top of it. Eventually, that double gasket fails and dumps all the oil instantly. The 1% run their finger around the mounting surface every single time. 5 seconds that prevents a $5,000 failure. Mistake number 4, single dipstick check. 99% of drivers check the oil level once, see it's full, and close the hood. They don't realize the oil hasn't distributed throughout the engine yet. The real level won't show until after running. The 1% always check twice, before starting and after running for 30 seconds. They adjust as needed. Mistake number 5, immediate driving. 99% of drivers finish the oil change and immediately drive normally. Some even get on the highway within minutes. The 1% let the engine idle for 30 to 60 seconds, then drive gently for the first 5 miles. No hard acceleration, no high RPM. Just smooth, easy driving while everything circulates and stabilizes. Mistake number 6, revving after starting. Some of the 99% actually rev the engine after starting it, thinking they're circulating the oil faster. They're actually multiplying the dry start damage by 10 times. The 1% never, ever rev the engine immediately after an oil change. They let it idle calmly until oil pressure fully stabilizes. The fleet proof. Want proof? This isn't just theory. Look at commercial fleet operations. Taxi companies, delivery services, police departments, and commercial trucking operations routinely get 400,000 to 600,000 miles from their engines. Not because they use special oil, not because they have better engines, but because they follow strict oil change procedures that include mandatory system priming. Every fleet maintenance manual specifies prime oil system before starting engine after oil change. It's standard procedure, non-negotiable, because fleet managers track cost per mile religiously, and they know that priming extends engine life enough to dramatically reduce long-term operating costs. Meanwhile, consumer vehicles with the same engines, the same oil, and the same maintenance intervals fail at 120,000 to 150,000 miles. The only difference is the oil change procedure. The 99% wonder why fleet vehicles last so much longer. The 1% know exactly why. The question that reveals everything. Here's how you can identify whether someone is in the 99% or the 1% with one simple question. What do you do immediately after you pour in fresh oil during an oil change? The 99% answer, I check the dipstick and start the engine. The 1% answer, I prime the oil system first by cranking without starting, then I start the engine and let it idle, then I recheck the level. That's it. One question reveals everything about how long their engine will last. Ask any mechanic who works at a shop that specializes in high-mileage vehicles. Ask them what the owners of 300,000-plus mile cars do differently. They'll all say the same thing. They prime their oil systems every time, without fail. The wake-up call. A customer came into our shop last month driving a 7-year-old SUV with 118,000 miles. Engine was making terrible knocking sounds. Oil pressure was critically low. Multiple warning lights on the dashboard. He was meticulous about maintenance. Oil changes every 4,500 miles like clockwork. Always used premium synthetic oil. Had every service record perfectly documented. We tore down the engine. The bearing wear looked like 250,000 hard miles. Camshafts were scored. Timing chain was stretched beyond specification. Total failure. He was devastated. I did everything right. How did this happen? I asked him one question. What do you do right after you pour in fresh oil? He looked confused. I checked the dipstick and started up. Why? There it was. 7 years of oil changes. 26 oil changes total. Every single one performed with an immediate dry start. Approximately 260 seconds of cumulative dry running, equivalent to about 40,000 miles of additional wear concentrated on critical surfaces. The engine never had a chance. It was executed slowly over 7 years, one oil change at a time. I showed him the bearing damage under magnification, explained what happens during dry starts, explained what priming does, explained how fleet vehicles reach 400,000 miles with the same engine design. He just stared at the damaged bearings and said, "Nobody ever told me. I thought I was doing everything right." That's the problem. 99% of drivers think they're doing everything right. They're not. They're in the 99% that kills their engine 10 seconds at a time. If this helped you, like the video and subscribe for more car tips. Remember, prime your oil system after every oil change to save your engine and avoid costly repairs. Hit the bell so you never miss an insider mechanic tip.